How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. I'm going to be doing my intro and outro after I work out because I'm stupid and forgot to record them. So I'm coming at you with something a little bit different today. I've got some RDLs, incline bench, and very brutal hack squat for you on the docket. So for RDLs, we're going to be going pretty heavy. For hack squat, we're going to be going to failure. And on incline bench, we're going to be taking 225 for a top set of a few reps. You might want to watch to see how many. Other than that, I dive into my training philosophy just a little bit, and then I'll wrap it up from there. So I'll see you there.
All right, guys, coming at you with something a little different today. Throwing a little curveball in here. Figured I'd give you a look at one of my alternate days. So I broke it down a little earlier, but today we're going to go for some heavy RDLs. We're going to go for some incline bench and some killer hack squat. Now, I do my hack squats a little differently, so I'll explain that a little more when the time comes. But for the time being, let's warm up for some heavy RDLs and get this puppy rolling. Now, I really try to focus on the feeling of stretching my hamstrings and really sticking my butt out to make it as much of a hinge movement as possible. So a lot of my weight will be on my heels, and my toes will be almost fluttering off the ground sometimes. Now, normally, I might warm up with some, seated machine leg curls or something like that. However, this is the time the gym starts to get a little busy, so I'm just trying to get my workout in. Okay, got a plate on. I think we'll work up to maybe a cool set of, I don't know, maybe 6 around, give or take 275. If I'm feeling really good, maybe 295. We'll see. All right, hamstrings are actually firing up a lot faster than I expected them to. Normally they feel like a little crunchy or a little like they're about to snap off the bone. So, I'll take it, man. I'll take it for sure. And if you've noticed, I changed my hat today. You might ask, why is that? What happened to the old hat? Is it all right? Is the hat safe? Yes, the hat is safe. The only difference is black doesn't really go with blue and gray, especially not navy. Come on. I might be a bit of a meathead, but I know how to color coordinate. All right, we'll see how 2 plates feels. I usually throw on my straps around here, not at 225 per se, but like more when I get to either a half step, like 255 for my next set, or at 275, just because my grip strength sucks. And I find that my form really breaks down if I try to RDL without them. And I don't have my chalk today, so I'll probably do that around 275. Otherwise, I would, obviously normally chalk up, but what are you going to do? Oh yeah, they are fired up right now. We are good to go. Now, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I did bring with me, All Reliable. But the thing with RDLs is I'm not necessarily looking to move the most weight. I mean, obviously that would be nice, but I really want to focus on feeling that stretch in my glutes and hamstrings. So, I brought it just in case, but I don't think I'll actually use it. I'm kind of playing it by ear right now. We'll see. I mean, I feel pretty good. So who knows? You know, I honestly could have gotten 10 there. I was thinking about it. Look, I was only going for 6, but I'm feeling so good right now that I might have to throw 3 plates on. Rock, paper, scissors. You lost. I'm putting 3 plates on. All right. Enough dilly-dally. I think I might hit this for 3, 4. The problem with RDLs is I try to go just heavy enough where I get a really deep stretch, but not so heavy that I can't feel my hamstrings, right? So you got to find that good medium. So we'll see. We're here. I could feel every fiber of my hamstrings on that one. I think I might have to stick with this for a working set. I'm not even going to lie. I might do 1, maybe 2 more of this. Because the thing with doing heavy RDLs like this is that, the damage is so great that, yeah, you get a lot of stimulus out of it, sure. But you also have to walk the next day still, especially if, you have more workouts later on in the week. So I kind of got to think ahead a little bit, I still have more exercises this workout that I got to think of, so. Or I could just not be a bitch about it. That's also an option. After some devising and really thinking it through, I think the reason RDLs are going so well today is because I'm fueled by pure rage and spite. Because Jackson over here,
Yeah, my name's Jackson.
his dad did a very, very kind gesture for me because I've been out of Rice Krispies for snack time as of late. And, he took the time to go to the store and buy me a Halloween-themed Rice Krispie block. True or false?
It was true. It's absolutely beautiful.
And I did the most brain-dead thing possible, like a fool. And I took a nap before the gym. And I left the Rice Krispie block unattended. Where were you, Jackson?
I was unaccounted for, but that was definitely a mistake.
It was a mistake. We were utter fools for doing so. And in the process, one of our fat-ass housemates, not naming any names,
Josh?
ate the Rice Krispie block while we were all either incapacitated or unaccounted for.
That was me, unaccounted for.
So it's become the whodunit of the century in our house. And it's honestly become a martyr, become an absolute martyr. All I can think about is that Rice Krispie that should be digesting in my stomach right now. But here we are, no snack time once again, because somebody couldn't keep their grubby little mitts off of my Rice Krispie treat.
And we don't want to name any names, but you know who you are.
Josh and or Joe,
Without naming any names.
you know who you are. All right, I am fired up now. I'm absolutely fired up. I'm real mad about the Rice Krispie. I'm not even gonna lie. It's like kind of a joke, but also at the same time, I should be eating a Rice Krispie right now. You know what I'm saying? Life isn't fair. I think for just sake of time, because I still got class after this, I'm going to move on to my next exercise, because that'll be substantial stimulus. I won't need much more than that for hamstrings. Might rip some machine hamstring curls at the end. We'll see. We'll see if it's available. On to the next. Oh, I'm going to. Yeah. Trust. Yeah, so as Ryan said, we're working up to a set of 225, maybe 3 or 4 reps would feel pretty good. But for the time being, we're just gonna get a good warm up in, you know? A quality warm up equals a quality lift. Can't have one without the other, you know what I'm saying? Uh-oh, camera angle change. Nah, but for real. Speaking of warming up, like one of the also most important factors of warming up is, injury prevention. Because my worst fear in the world is experiencing like that same thing as that one dude in that one video. You know what I'm talking about? Dude was inclining and just snapped his whole pec off. It was not fun. So I usually like to warm up with like full range of motion, really feel a good stretch and everything like that. So that's what we're gonna practice with, you know. That's honestly feeling really smooth. Normally my shoulders feel like just stepped on a box of graham crackers, but it's not feeling terrible right now. I'm not even gonna lie. I actually had a really funny interaction the other day about engagement, like how to grow my channel. And one of the legitimate pieces of advice was to like make a TikTok page and like post unironic thirst traps. I know, yikes. If I ever get to the point of like posting an unironic thirst trap, any one of my viewers has full authority to shoot me where I stand. 3, 2, 1, up. All right. Thank you. All right. 2 plate time. All right. The game plan for 2 plates is top set of maybe 3 or 4, probably touch and go. Then after that, we'll drop it down a little bit, and Jackson's behind the camera fucking with it. But we'll drop it down maybe 20 pounds to 205, rep that out. We'll see. We'll see. One thing at a time, right?
Let's go. Oh, yeah. Lightweight, baby.
One more.
Come on. Let's go.
One more.
Come on.
Yeah, that's it. Or 5. Shit, we'll take 5. We'll take 5. So I made an executive decision. The game plan will be I'll do 185, at least for this first set, and really try and get like a good stretch, maybe pause it a little bit, and then press it. Do that for like 6. If it turns out to be really easy, then I'll obviously throw some more weight on. But for the time being, I figured let's play it safe because I really don't like to mess around with incline. It scares me a little bit, a lot of it. It scares me a lot. That's honestly a good intensity without a spotter or a handoff. Hurts the rotator cuffs just a little bit, trying to unrack it. I'm unracking behind my head, practically doing a half rep skull crusher, trying to get that out of there. But I think we'll stick with that for another set. Move on to hack squats, and then obviously go home and eat. A secret secondary goal of doing this incline was, of course, 225 by 3 or 4, which ended up being 5. Nice. But it's also not to crush my mic in the process because, it's right around the collarbone region. And so far, we're doing well. Hopefully, I didn't just jinx myself. But last set, let's make it good. Move on to hack squat, go home, and eat. I wouldn't be looking forward to eating at home so much if, I had a Rice Krispie to munch on. We can't all get what we want. Cool. All right, on to the next. So now we're on to hack squats. Now I do my hack squats a little differently than most people do them. What's up?
What?
What's up? Oh no, I'm talking to the camera. No, sorry. Hello? So I do my hack squats a little differently than most people. My right ankle is very immobile. I had surgery on it back in high school, so it doesn't bend all the way. Like this is about as far as it goes, which is why I wear squat shoes when I squat heavy, right? So what I did is I decided to mix a hack squat, obviously, and kind of like a sissy squat type deal, where, I mean, obviously you can't see it, but there are strips of like sandpaper-esque material on the board here. I try and put either my toes or the balls of my feet on that like rough strip so obviously I don't slide off. But let me show you real quick. When I go down, right, when I go down here, I'm gonna try and maintain my posture, everything, put weight on my heels as long as possible. And by the time I get to about my hip crease, I break and my heels purposefully come off the ground. Now, obviously, I'd recommend warming up a lot before this. I usually do what the cool kids call a metric shit ton of like walking lunges and just body weight sissy squats before I get to this to make sure that my knees are warm. And even when I do get to this, I make sure to do like 2 or 3 sets with no weight on, just so my knees feel good, calves are ready to go, quads are fired, and I won't have any issues moving forward. I like doing this method just because I get the best stretch out of my quads, and I can go all the way down, where otherwise I wouldn't be able to, or I'd have to put my feet like all the way up here because I have no ankle mobility in my right ankle. So it kind of evens out. Another reason I really like having my heels purposefully come off the platform here is because it forces me to load this a little more slowly. Because obviously it's nice throwing on 5, 6 plates, repping out a hack squat, right? You look huge, whatever. But there's no real point if you're not extracting the most amount of stimulus out of the lift. So why not get a really deep quad stretch and just kill your legs with lighter weight so that you can progressively add more and more weight? Like you're literally getting more out of the lift by exaggerating your range of motion. Safely, of course. Please, for the love of God, do not just get on this and throw on a plate, 2 plates, 3 plates. Warm up properly. I squat a decent amount of weight. I make sure to do at least 2 or 3 warm-up sets on top of doing walking lunges or step-ups beforehand. Because we want to make sure our knees are healthy. Our knees are healthy. Please warm up. All right. My knees feel really good right now, so I did about 2 warm-up sets. So now I'm going to 1 plate. And from 1 plate, I'll go 1.5, so 45 and a 25. And then I'll probably top out at 2 plates. Like I said, you don't need that much weight to get a great amount of stimulus from this exercise if you warm up properly and you do it properly. So let's race. All right, so the game plan moving forward, depending on how well this set moves, is I want to do about 2 sets to like mechanical failure, right? Like I don't want my form to get all out of whack. So I want to go to failure while retaining my good form, because if you go to failure with bad form, you're at a much higher risk of injury. And especially on a movement like this, the last thing you want to do is injure your knee, because then you're screwed for however long it takes to recover. The last thing you want is a knee surgery. So we're being careful, all right? And I know I'm making this sound like a super dangerous lift. It's not. It's actually very stable. Just I want to emphasize before I influence anybody to do this, to just be safe, know their own limits, and just warm up properly, right? Feels pretty good, dude. I think we will go 2 plates to mechanical failure for 2 sets because you don't need a whole lot of volume on hack squats. I mean, you'll feel your quads while you're warming up. You don't even need to get to a working set before you're like, wow, I got a good pump going. Especially if you do this this method of hack squatting. So that's the game plan. I think one of the great things about lifting is that you can put yourself in situations that really test your character. Like I'm about to do 2 sets of like failure on a hack squat, which if you've ever done a hack squat, suck, right? Let alone to full on failure. And not only am I putting myself in a situation once, I'm choosing to do it twice. So you can really build some character out of that. Or maybe I'm just thinking about it too much. Who cares? Let's go for it. Come on. Come on. One more. Come on. Come on, big guy. Holy shit. Okay. I could not have gotten another rep if I tried. Next set, I'm going to go to full on failure. But I can accept that for a first set. All right, let's keep rolling. Time for a real test of willpower. Hell yeah. The goal is 13, one more than last time. Come on. Oh yeah. 11. Come on. Two more. I got it. I got this. I got this. $14, come on. Fuck it, 14. One more. Come on. I'm not leaving here without 14. 15. Dunk on it, 15. Fuck. Yeah, I think we'll call it there. Thanks for the support, by the way.
That's right, I'm back. Anyways, the workout is complete. It went exceedingly well. RDLs, we got to 315 for a couple sets for an easy set of 6, I believe it was. A couple of those. Incline bench, we greatly surpassed what I thought we'd be able to do. I was hoping to get 3 or 4 reps maximum. We ended up hitting 5, and honestly, I bet I could have squeezed out a 6th one, but incline bench is scary. So hack squat did really well. I did more reps on my second set than my first set, which I'm really happy with. I'm glad I could squeeze out just that little bit of extra stimulus, really getting to full failure. And I'm honestly happy with my effort throughout the entire workout. So I'm going to carry or try to at least. I'm going to try to carry that energy into this following week for this training week, see if I can put up some crazy numbers for you and keep the show on the road, huh? So thank you for joining me. Hope you like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned, stay updated on the channel, and I will catch you next time. Danny out.